This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Not everyone is careful with your personal information, which might explain why there's a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds in the US. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a US-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year by visiting lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. 3 couples, 4 vacations, a lot to unpack. Watch The 4 Seasons, a new series starring comedy favorites Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, and more in a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to long-term relationships. Based on the original Alan Alda film. Watch The 4 Seasons, May 1st, only on Netflix.
We off?
30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
The #1 selling product of its kind with over 20 years of research and innovation. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Lights, camera, innovation. Walt Disney Studios chose advanced 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business to transform the movie-making process. Together, we kept a remote production hub in Hawaii in sync with a team in California to bring Lilo and Stitch to theaters this summer. This is picture-perfect collaboration. This is Walt Disney Studios with T-Mobile for Business. Take your business further at T-Mobile.com/now.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man.
Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Derek Oakley, right here serving up that delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid. Say it 3 times fast, everybody. We didn't give it the drop.
Drink it in, man.
3 doses of Detroit Kool-Aid with a double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread!
I'm here with the one and only at Chops in the D. We are both running like crazy. There's lots going on with the football team. There's some fantasy football things going on. There's life. There's all types of craziness. But we're here to talk about those Lions. Chop. How you doing, buddy?
Okay, those were 2 extra long D's to hopefully take up some more airwaves there because, like you said, man, we are both running on fumes. I mean, we came off with a great extra long show with Logan lamb reindeer last week, filling up that glass, drinking in that Kool-Aid for the people, because you know we like to serve it up like that. This week, man, just the two of us. We're going to roll. We're going to see what happens. There's some topics out there. We got some takes. You know we're going to entertain the people. Let's go.
We can't mess around, man. We got to get right into it. And when we say get right into it, we mean we have no idea. This is a no notes, no bullet points, no prep type of show. But there's so much to talk about, man. So, like, my first thing to you is, have you been hearing this rumor innuendo about the Detroit Lions schedule? Because I gotta admit, I kind of have heard some things said, but like in that same vein, like there has just been little to absolutely no leaks for the Detroit Lions. No token game here, no primetime game here, no overseas trip to Germany here. Like, I mean, it's been this about our schedule. I mean, the crickets are out, but so speak to that, but even speak to this. Benedict Johnson against Dan freaking Campbell, week 1. What say you?
Yeah, okay. I mean, look, as we record here today, I think the schedule is supposed to be officially released tomorrow. People are losing their absolute minds. I want the Eagles on for game. Open the season against the champs like we did before. Let's put them in their place. Like, then you got all the clamoring for the overseas games. I get it. Look, you know, the schedule's going to come out. To me, the schedule comes out when the schedule comes out. I fully expect us to have about 5 primetime games. I can't tell you what Mondays they're going to be. We know we're going to play on Thanksgiving. But I don't get too concerned about, you know, what games happen when. But I would absolutely love to go straight into Benedict Johnson's backyard and slap him and those sap-happy Bears all over Chi-Town to kick open the season. I think it'd be very fitting. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a riot. It'd be a great way to start with a dub. Maybe we'd all call it an easy dub for the Lions.
Woo! Hashtag choppy liking.
We had to hashtag that one. I'm just shocked, man, that we haven't been. I mean, is it just me or the Eagles on every primetime game, every holiday, every night game, every overseas trip? Oh, and then they're accompanied by the Cheddarheads, the Mozzarella Sticks, the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, some Bula Bula team over there in Dallas. Like, it's just ridiculous what's going on. Like, I don't even really care, to be honest. The Oakley take is that I would almost kind of like every Lions game at 1 p.m. on Sunday. I don't really love when I gotta stay up till Sunday at 8, and then I gotta be Thursday evening in the middle of a busy craziness, or, oh, hey, we're gonna start just Saturday at 4. It's like, my NFL ball starts Sunday at 1 so I can enjoy fantasy football and my Lions. That's kind of how it goes. So I don't really care. I'm looking for bye weeks. I'm looking for weather games so your boy can actually play well at quarterback. I mean, let's just get this out already so I can look it over. But I guess Kelvin Shepard saw it and he's fired up. He wants the season to start. We have a tweet that I just put out before we hit the red button on the record from Terrion Arnold, who we're still working on that nickname. We still kind of unsure what we should call him. But he's all hyped up saying just wait till you see game 1, and he's all excited as always. So I think it's going to be good regardless.
Yeah, okay. I mean, look, I think we can go through. I think everybody knows who we're going to play and where we're going to play them as far as, you know, of course, home games, the Bears, Packers, Vikings, Cowboys, Giants, Browns, Steelers, Bucks. Do the Bucks come to Detroit? Do we play the freaking Tampa Bay like every freaking year? It's
Tampa Bay, Dallas, same teams every year somehow. I don't know why. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. And then our road games, we got Bears, Packers, Vikings, of course, Commanders, Eagles, Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs, and Rams. And I will say this, Ogre, I kind of like that we're flying a bit under the radar. I feel like coming into last year with the Cinderella story, the surprising run, the playoff wins, 2 of them, like everybody was talking about the Lions. And now I feel like everybody had just forgot that we were 15-2 last year, that we played through, I don't know, like 400 guys on IR, playing guys from the bowling alley, and everybody's just forgotten about it. So that's great with me, man, because you know what? Just forget about the Lions. No one talk about us. Nobody think about us. And then when we show up, we knock on your door, and then we beat your ass. You'll know we're there for real then.
That's fine, and you like this underdog, don't talk, don't do, like, it's not only a little bit of disrespect, it's the Lions were the hotness last year, we gotta get them on everything, and like you said, they just kind of ho-hum 115, and then when you flop in the playoffs, they just discard you to the side, and okay, who's the new hotness, who's this new team that's gonna be exciting? It's like, everybody, we're not only still here, we've loaded up with reinforcements, both free agency. I just saw a video recently of That's My DJ Reed up there in the weight room just doing work. He's a thick, big corner that's no nonsense. I think he's going to be way better than people kind of expect right now.
Yep.
And then we got this draft class coming, and we're going to get healthy by early to mid-year. It's like, you're right. They're sleeping on us. It's disrespect, but it's also, this team needs to come in like upset, ready to put on another show this year and get the real job done, which I've heard coaches and people already saying, like, we got one goal, we haven't got it done yet, this is the year. And we all know what that is. We talk about it almost every week on this show. So I'm fired up about it. We don't need to spend 20 minutes on the schedule because, like you said, it is what it is. It'll come out. We'll do the way too early predictions. We'll joke around about it, but it doesn't matter until they kick the games off. We play football. But Chop, I want to ask you about another hot topic. I mean, we got so many hot topics. We almost got to go rapid fire. Trey Hendrickson stepping to the mic today, I believe it was, in golf gear. Just run.
Shopping is hard.
I can never find anything in my size.
I don't even know my size.
I buy my clothes the same place I buy my groceries.
There's a better way. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Just share your size, style, budget, and done. Your personal stylist sends pieces picked just for you.
That was easy.
Stitch Fix. Online personal styling for everyone. Free shipping and returns. No subscription required. Get started today at stitchfix.com.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel or that white chocolate mocha. Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Hey, guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. They ship Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garten's famous cakes. So if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT.
Running his team down, saying all types of things about his current squad. He's not playing, but he seems to want to be paid first and foremost. So this is no, country discount. This isn't a, he just wants to go somewhere to win. He'll figure out the financials later. Like, he wants top dollar. You're going to have to give up assets. So as much as he's disgruntled, I still don't see this happening. But man, would it be the ultimate move to to double and triple down and drop a couple draft assets, maybe a player that we're not so concerned about moving forward, and snag up a guy like this for the next 3 seasons, give him about $100 million, whatever it takes, and let's roll.
Okrie, I watched that video come out. I know that there was some tweeting earlier, and he's actually a pretty private guy. Like, he doesn't come out, air out dirty laundry in front of the media. Historically, he kind of keeps things tight to the chest. So for him to come out and give like a 4-minute interview and then post it on Twitter, I think Shefty posted it, like, for him to straight up say that, like, the Bengals are disrespecting him, like, talking about he's a Florida boy, and there's shark attacks and there's provoked shark attacks, and like, then talking about how Cincinnati is his hometown, his kids grew up there, his kids are born there, his wife does all this community work there. Like, you could just tell he was pretty fired up, and something happened over the last couple of days that really upset him. I don't know if it was like the GM trying to play smartest man in the room and start dogging him a little bit to try to devalue him. If it was, basically like, hey, we're not going to pay you, you're going to play on this deal and you're going to like it. I don't know what it was, but something rubbed Trey Hendrickson the wrong way. And I think that Brad, always open for business, Holmes, needs to swoop right in here and say, you know what, Trey, forget about that. Ohio. You know what? That is the crappiest. That is this Ohio is the armpit of America. Why don't you come up to Detroit, play for these Lions? We're ready to win the Super Bowl. We got this guy. I don't know. His man is like Aiden Hutchinson on one side. We're ready to line you up, put you on the other side, and let the two of you dogs just eat all day, all the way to the Super Bowl. Yeah, no problem. I hear you want to make $27 million. Here's the thing. I got $42 million in cap space, Trey. I'm going to back up the Brinks truck right to your house. I'm going to hand deliver your family, your clothes, your stuff, all the way up to Detroit, whatever metro city you want to live in. We're going to move you here. We're going to wine you. We're going to dine you. And we're going to win the Super Bowl because you're coming to Detroit.
So many good things there. One thing I definitely picked out was you kind of said, like, he should just tell that team in Ohio that, hey, you're vanquished.
Hey, listen, Ohio State sucks.
Ohio State is vanquished.
I mean, the whole state, you put it together, Cincinnati's in there somewhere. I mean, it makes sense. And Trey Hendrickson, I mean, he's kind of just telling the team this. That's all he wants, and you can have him, but it's the Bengals. They don't pay anyone, so I don't know how you'd make the money work. I don't want to, sacrifice future ball players, but he's the perfect fit at the perfect time, at the right position, with the mentality, with the production. I don't have to worry about potential. I mean, this is about as plug and play as it gets. So, I mean, if you had to give up a player or two that you're going to move on from anyway, great. I don't know that I would be including or losing out on guys like Mabo, Brian Branch, or other cornerstones of your future for years and years. But, it'd be nice. It really would be. So, there's that. We'll see what happens.
I mean, the other thing is, Okrie, our first round pick is going to be pick 32 next year. So let's get him in Detroit. Send him the first round pick 32. You telling me that you wouldn't send a first and maybe another guy that probably wasn't even going to make the roster because we're so loaded at every position? Send him down to Ohio and bring up Trey. Let's do it. A first round pick, if that's what it takes. It probably wouldn't even take a first. I mean, the way these deals get made, but like, man, are you telling me, I think you ask any fan, would you give a first round pick next year, pick 32, to bring a Super Bowl to Detroit? They would do it. I know it's not a guarantee, but man, it would look really great.
Well, of course, when you spin it like that, but I need like the minute long or less version of the choppy financials, because that's the point. Like, yeah, they want a couple twos, or they want a 2 and a 3. I'm fine to just give them our next round first. If we can get him and get him paid for 3-4 years, then it's the same as a 4-year draft pick. But that's a total wash. That's like a RSO at Chops in the Detroit offer, where the other guy's not really getting anything. You're getting everything you want. I mean, nobody's going to do that. And where are you going to come up with this money? Where are you going to come up with 30 to 35 million per for 3 years for Trey Hendrickson? Where are you going to do that?
I mean, look, like I said, I currently have $42 million in cap space. I got a couple of cap casualties that I'm looking here that we could easily clear up some money for 2025. Again, the NFL, it's just funny money, man. Like, you make moves. You go to Taylor Decker and say, "Hey, Taylor, I know you're supposed to make $23 million, but how about if we make your base $1 million and we'll give you a $30 million bonus?" And all of a sudden, we've got $20 million in cap space. Freaked out. Like, you know how that crap works. They do it every season. So
you're giving Taylor Decker a gold watch and a retirement fund and like trying to sneak in Trey Hendrickson under some jabroni deal that you're doing. I mean, it sounds great. I don't know how I would do it, but like the number like 3 for 1 to 120 sounds about right, and just like backload it and give them that first so we don't have to worry about multiple picks. Just whatever we end up next year, you can have our one. It's probably going to be 30 to 32, preferably. Yeah, I'm good with all that. So Chops, let's keep it rolling. I want your thoughts on this next one. Johnny Mo, John Morton. See, we didn't have to come up with a nickname. That is good. Like, every time I see the man they call Johnny Mo, I think, that's Johnny Mo? It just doesn't work. I mean, the name is cool, but it doesn't fit the guy. And then I always hear how the guy ran a 4.3, and I'm like, Johnny Mo did? John Morton did? Like, none of it makes sense to me, but I'm really hoping he has swagger, he has aggressiveness, he does what he says he's going to do. So he stepped to the podium and kind of said, I'm not changing the offense. Why would I change it when it's working? Not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but we're going to be aggressive. We're going to be dynamic. It's my job to get us to the Super Bowl, be the orchestrator of this and let the players ball out and do what they do. But then he also threw in this 2 words here about number 9, where he said he predicts a quote-unquote breakout year for hashtag Jamo Fast. He expects a lot of legs turning, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of dynamic plays, a breakout season for Jamo. What say you?
I mean, look, a breakout season, 7 tugs and 1,000 yards last year. So, like, you're telling me he's going to have a quote-unquote breakout season. What is he going to top 1,500 and 10 tugs? Like, it'd be great. There's a lot of mouths to feed with, I'm on Raw. And you got to keep the Laporta supporters happy. Don't even get me started about our running backs with Jahmyr Gibbs and D-Mo. There you go. You happy? I did a combo. D-Mo, faux show. Let's go. Let's go.
So you've been on this show how long? Why would you not do a couple of the gimmicks, and then as you make your way to the running back, throw it my way, and then say your stupid running back gimmick for the other guy, and then let me do mine? Why would you not mix that in? The people want that.
I'm not even going to I'm going to be a Mike Hogg today. I'm not even going to give it up, man. Like, I know, because I know what you're going to do. I'll say them, and then you're going to counter. You go, no, Chops. I think you're talking about the... Wait for it.
I mean, the people have been waiting, but I think what you're looking for is the multi-dimensional, positionless. Wait for it. Keep waiting. Elite weapon. Jahmyr Gibbs, is that what you're talking about? And then the other guy, who you tried to use my word and try to sneak it in, try to combo me or whatever you tried to do, is D-Mo. You know that. I mean, you know that, right?
Yeah. I understand what you're putting up there.
That's when you're supposed to do your D-Money gimmick. That's kind of what
I know. I'm supposed to go D-Money. But unfortunately, my voice is still gone. I can't quite hit it yet. So for the people, I'm going to have to give the low, vibrato, robust D-Mo.
I think I don't know if I have your D-Money on the soundboard, but I know I have one saved. Because there's a couple times where you really hit it, where I was like, we got to have that on the board, but I can't find it. So instead, we'll just pretend you did it and play the choppy ha-ha drop. I mean, breakout year. My thing is, like, when we took him, it was kind of like, man, like, this guy had everything going in college. He looked the part. Everyone continues to talk about his speed. He's grown a bit as a player. His numbers keep going up. And you've heard me kind of be downplaying, like, I don't even know, like, a good year for him seems like 50, 60, 5 to 7 touchdowns, a couple DPs, a few DPs, a couple end arounds. I don't know that I see that high-end 80-plus catches, 1,200 plus, 10 plus. But when you're talking about breakout year and him taking another step and being like the...
At Sephora, we've got what you want because you're obsessed with your skin and we're obsessed with what it needs. Sephora has the best products to help you get beautiful, glowing, radiant skin. With an extensive, inclusive range of results-driven formulas and in-store beauty advisors to help you find exactly which are right for you, the best skincare is only at Sephora. Sephora, for all your skincare.
This episode is brought to you by Factor. Optimize your nutrition this year with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal service. Factor's fresh, never-frozen meals are dietitian-approved, ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from 40 weekly options across 8 dietary preferences, like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Eat smarter at factormeals.com/listen50 and use code listen50 for 50% off, plus free shipping on your first box. Factormeals.com/listen50. Code listen50. Terms and conditions apply.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injuries and additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
Acura's all-new ADX, a compact SUV that isn't just built for one thing. It's precision-crafted for everything. To escape the grind with available all-wheel drive. To go with your flow with available Google built-in.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Okay, turning up the volume. And crafted to be heard with an available Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. The all-new Acura ADX, crafted to match your energy. Acura, precision-crafted performance.
Take your vibes on go, 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 go.
Google is a trademark of Google LLC.
Fastest man in all of football, like that would be ideal because you took him 12th overall. He's got the ability to be a dynamic receiver, and even the guys that are dynamic, sometimes they only need to touch the football, 6-8 times to have 120, 140 and 2 touchdown type games. So that would be the ideal scenario, but there's a lot of just hype coming number 9's way, and Jamo, and like he knows there's a payday on the horizon, so it would really be nice if he just doubled and tripled down on his production. They got him the football. He stayed locked in all year, and you saw those crazy numbers that all of Detroit is basically hoping for.
You know what's crazy, Okri, is I'm looking at his career stats right now, and it's like he's got 83 career receptions for almost 1,400 yards and 10 tugs. So like you're telling me that like he's going to all of a sudden be like an 80 reception dude, 1,200 yards, so almost double his career yards, and get another 10 tugs, so like double his TDs, double his yards. And I mean, last year he had, he's again a total of 83, so like double his receptions too. I mean, that would be a hell of a season for a guy looking to get pizzade, and I would be all about it. I just don't know if he's ever going to be that high volume guy. Like, he was always struck me as the type that's going to get between like 55, 65 catches, but because of his yak and his ability to get down the field, his yardage numbers will be totally inflated. So, I mean, look, you tell me I'm going to get Jamo for 65 for 1,300 yards and 12 tugs. I'd be like, sign me up, because we're probably winning a lot of games, including playoff games, with those kind of stats.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll definitely see. I guess my quick counter would be like this Johnny Moe character, or John Martin as his government is. Like, he's a former receiver. He's a passing type guy, so maybe they still run the football, obviously, with those two dynamic backs, but maybe we really juice up the passing game, go downfield a little bit more if your quarterback can get it there and somewhat of a spiral. That would be tremendous. So that's kind of what I'm saying. It might be upside, is just this, let's juice it up. Let's get him the football more, because when he does touch it, everybody sees what happens. But if you only get it to him 3 times a game, there's only so much he can do. So kind of not only force feed him, but just kind of like always keep him at the top of the game plan with those other weapons you mentioned, and just try to keep this offense rolling for sure. So speaking of rolling, Choppy, like, I don't want to take our little pause for the cause. We're going to fit the ads in, as people know, throughout the show, which, like I always tell you guys, we appreciate if you listen. We appreciate when you share the show, rep the show, holler at the show, hit us up on Twitter, but you can always just fast forward through those ads, but we got to load them up to keep this thing rolling and to pay Choppy's salary, because, I mean, gosh, I asked the guy to come on the show, and then he just, like, double and triples down. He's got this big site fee, or what do you call it, Chops, like an appearance fee or something that you throw at me every 2 weeks for coming on the show and doing things like this.
Hashtag Choppy liking.
I mean, I should deduct money when you do goofiness like that. But Chop, let's keep it rolling. And I want to talk about this with you. I want to throw, the rookies were in. I did a whole Kool-Aid packet on the stuff that I heard about the rookie mini camp. What did you hear? What are you excited about? Do you not get excited because they don't have production yet, and you can't, like, say what they did in the past, and you can't look in the future like I can? Like, where are you at with the rookies? And before you know it, this team's basically going to be somewhat in camp because we're playing in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's good to get the rookies out there. It's good to see them, back on the football field. I don't get too crazy about rookie camp. I mean, first and foremost, does everybody show up, right? Like, that's the first thing, like, which, again, you got some that haven't. I saw some, a couple of teams dealing with, like, rookies disputing because someone who has picked 2 picks lower than them is getting paid more than them to come to camp, like, all this nonsense. I'm like, you're not going to have to deal with any of that crap when it comes to Dan freaking Campbell and the guys that they take and they draft for our Lions. So, that's the big thing, is like, no off-season issues. These kids are coming right out of the draft, the high of their life. Are they there? They're going to get their interviews. You get a chance to see them up at the podium in a Lions hat or sweat or T-shirt or whatever. So, but as far as the stuff on the field, like, I don't know. It's kind of, right. I want to hear them say the right things. I want to kind of get a look and feel for what they're going to be for the Lions, but I don't get too crazy about it until we really start putting on pads and putting them up against the vets.
Let me help you out, because that was like 3 minutes of nothing. You just danced around. Those were piffy mentions that meant nothing to the people. Have you heard the hype about how Tesla looked? He's catching a lot of footballs. Looked good. Looked the part. It was said by coaches that he's exactly what we expected him more. You hear this?
I know. He had never dropped a football at Arkansas, and he hasn't dropped a football at rookie minicamp yet. Whoa, yeah.
Is that a, let me see, how should I say this? Is that a whoop-de-doo, bozo? Is that what you were trying to go for?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, look.
So you have 4 weeks of a bad voice. Now I got to do all your gimmicks as well. Is that kind of where we're at in the show? And then
pretty much, man. I don't even know if I can give you a genuine woo-wee right now. I mean, if I try, it'll be all crackly.
I don't think you can. I mean, we'll steer clear of it. But what'd you hear about my boy Tyleek? I mentioned that Jeff Risdon said he looks the part. He was the best player on the field. He pops his hands. He's got good, sweet feet, like I've been saying. Like, did that get you excited, or are we still where we were draft day, where we spent about 30 minutes just saying how it was the worst pick ever?
Yeah, I've heard the hype about Tyleek. I mean, it's what I expect to hear. He's a first-round pick, so he better damn well look good. You took a guy with a second round grade in the first round, so I expect him to come in. I expect him to look in shape. I know on draft night you were, ragging on him about his belly hanging out the side of his jersey, but, hopefully we don't see any of that. But I like to hear the coaches talk about, what they saw. But again, I also don't expect the coaches to come out and go, well, we expected them to look a little better than they did because, they just spent a bunch of assets on him. So they're not going to make Brad Holmes look silly. So, But
They
no,
didn't,
I
though.
like to see the coaches get their chance to put the stamp on the guys and see what they got.
So, like, even though it wasn't the guy we wanted, this was the one pick they didn't spend assets. They sat there, held their water, and just picked the guy at their selection who they thought fit them best. It's not the guy we wanted. And it is kind of funny sometimes how, you know, we have all these reasons and things we heard all the way up to the draft, but then once they take him and once we try to get on board as fans, and I start hearing, man, he's a lot more a pass rusher than you heard before, and oh, you know, he's going to be just like Aleem the Dream, just wait. And it's like, I mean, there's lots of that hype train that goes on where it's kind of like, hey, man, like this was a run stuffing, lack pass rush, just kind of second round value, as you said, and it's now the greatest DT of all time. But I think he's going to fit in real nice. You know, your boy Tate Rat, you know, is definitely in like the top 3 or 4 for best hair on the team. There's no question. Yes. I still debate the whole mustache. Like, I still don't understand why anyone has just a straight up, like, obviously the beard, the goatee, the facial hair is fine, but when you just are rocking a very obvious stash, that's not a red flag, but I'm just wondering why people think that's either funny or is a good look, because I think it's neither. But he's got that and the mullet going. He says he was playing center most of the time. That was tremendous, obviously. So I hear a lot of good things, and I'm looking on the Lions Google machine here, and it says that we also signed defensive end Keith Cooper, edge rusher. Everybody out there, who that's all you want, that's all you care about, that's all you ask about, especially the DB and the other people from the media. That's all they badger Brad Holmes about. Like, he's an edge rusher from Houston and seemed to show out, so they went and signed him after rookie camp. Any thoughts? I'm sure you have a breakdown.
I want to get back to you know, something you brought up earlier, because that was the one thing that I actually did have a little bit of happiness about with the mini camp there, is Ratlich getting looks at all 3 positions on the interior. So he seems like they're going to already start grooming him for center. He's going to, you know, potentially be the backup for Frank when needed. So I like the fact that they've started early, getting him looks, get him the scheme fit, get him the playbook, but really start to, you know, acclimate him to all 3 positions, right, left, and center. So I like that a lot. And as far as this, you know, Houston, we have.
Psst. Hey, besties, listen up. I have a secret to tell you. LinkedIn now has improved the job search experience for nurses. Search by your specialty, the shifts you want to work, and the salary that you want to make. With so many employers hiring on LinkedIn, finding the perfect job is even more simplified. So don't spend months searching. Go to linkedin.com/nurses and find out why in the past year, more than 1.5 million nurses have used LinkedIn to search for their next role. That's linkedin.com/nurses.
Have a problem, rookie out of minicamp, signing him. Who? I mean, play the drop. Like, okay, cool. I've never even heard of the guy.
We
so
have a problem.
It's still on the board, even though we got rid of James a while ago. So that one probably has to go here at some point. But you know what doesn't have to go, Chops? You want to know? You really want to hear it?
Go DJ, that's my DJ. Go DJ, yeah.
Because we went Shark to Reader, who hopefully will get his ass together and play good this year. And then we went to DJ Reed. Like, we got something for the DJs. And if your name starts with an R, even better.
Yeah, we got lots of those. So,
so I'm like excited about the rookies. I mean, I think it was a good start. I mean, when you talk about like, oh, you're excited about the flexibility and him playing all these positions. I mean, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I understand. I got it in my head, dude.
I mean, we always like that. It's a great thing. I think he's probably best at the position he's been playing for 4+ years. But the cross-training is fine. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. Your boy Miles Frazier was very professional. Looked good. We've got my boy Dan Jack. I'm already claiming him, Chops. Like, he's not on the Oakry short list there in the 7th round or whatever, but Dan Jackson is my guy out of this class that's just going to be fun to watch. Detroit Koolaid favorite. Smacky in the mouth. No nonsense. Just as safe as could be football player. So I'm putting that out there now. And then
You're gonna love watching him on special teams, huh?
Oh, can't wait till he runs down on kicks and just stands there while the ball goes out of the end zone or whatever. It's going to be tremendous. Chops, do you want to talk about the edge rusher from Boise State at all and say what you heard about him? What's his name again? I'm curious. Can you remind me?
Yeah, I mean, it's Ahmad Hassanin.
I think it's Ahmed Hassanian. Or is it something else, man?
Hassananin?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Ahmed Hassanin.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be this is gonna be a gimmick all year, especially when he gets his first sack. Can't wait for that call from.
It'll be like 3 minutes of us just going back and forth woo-weeing about Hassanian.
Hassanain.
And he already deserves a nickname. I mean, the guy's talking about the food court. He's just the most positive person in the world. We got to get a nickname for, what number is he? 61? I think he's 61. Not a good number, I must admit, but the nickname needs to start. So I already helped you out with Miles.
Haas.
I already helped you out with Miles Frazier bumming around about names, and I'm like, push the piles, Miles. I mean, that's got T-shirts written all over it right there. Hashtag it.
Yeah. I mean, all right, we'll think it. We got to get something. I like the last name better with Frazier. We got to get something with Frazier. So.
Well, I'm waiting on you, but you can't take forever. You gotta be snappy with this stuff.
Listen,
I don't like to do the sentence nicknames like you do, but a little longer hashtag, push the piles, Miles, I think could catch on.
You can't push a good gimmick nickname, all right? It just has to come to you. It's got to be live. It's got to be on air. It's got to be, it's just got to become natural. So, we'll be on a show someday, and I'll drop some name, and you'll be like, oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, yeah. That's the patent pending name of the future.
I mean, it'll come up, but like TA is still waiting for his nickname. He's going into year 2, so we need to be a little bit quicker with our gimmickatry for some of these guys. Other ones, they do come right out the gate. There's no question. So I'm just looking around here to see if there's anything more. Like I see a little bit like Fabio, Alex Anzalone supports the frustration of Bengals star Trey Hendrickson. So it looks like they're boys. Schedule's dropping tomorrow. Like, lots of good stuff about my boy Scotty Montgomery, the new wide receiver coach, his relationship with Jamo. Like, that's another plus in his direction because I think Scotty Mo, and Johnny Mo, there you go.
The Mo Bros. Oh, there it is. There it is. The Mo Bros. See? You just got to, it comes natural. It just hits. There's no thought. You just boom.
Exactly. Give me some Mo. That's going to be incredible, and those guys are going to get it going. Dan freaking Campbell is all over the media getting love again. Like, don't forget about this guy. He's out here ready to go. So, I don't know, man. I can't find any more major topics. I'm trying to think. Like, I think I'll probably do the schedule thing soon. We're going to have a little break, and then there'll be more, OTAs. Eventually we'll have like a little mini camp of some sort. And like I said, I guess like the players, and I had to hear all these media types who all they do are like write articles and do podcasts about football all day. Say, oh, I gotta cut my vacation short because we gotta be there a week earlier now. It's just like, oh man, I feel so bad for you. Like, man, you should get the hat out and do a collection for these folks, don't you think? I mean, come on, man. Like, you talk about ball. The guy that has the best attitude, I swear, is the Doc Macaroon from Detroit Lions on SI. He's always hyped up, excited, positive. He's not afraid to ask a tough question and get a tough answer. Like some of these other folks, man, they got me down. But there are some guys that are out there, my favorites. But I mean, nobody does the content or the shows like we do. I don't need to have a journalism degree. I don't need to sit here and write the same article 8 different ways because I got nothing else to contribute. We come on here, we talk ball, we do gimmicks, and most of all, we try to entertain the people.
And the people consist of the millions.
So, Chops, we're at about 30 plus. Like, do you want to argue with me about anything? Do you want to bring up any other Lions topics? Do we get up out of here? I mean, what are you thinking?
I was thinking as you were, talking for the last, 7 straight minutes while I, gathered my thoughts, because, I'm a slow thinker. Sometimes I need that extra time. And you're gracious enough to keep the air going, so it's not just dead silence there. But should we give a little bit of a teaser of some of the plans that we have for the show over the summer? I mean, there's some go-to shows that over the years, we've kind of fed to the people over the summer and the off season. I mean, I'm thinking some like dollars that make sense. I mean, do we give a little in the year 3000? Of course, we got the Money Man. I mean, of course we're gonna, the schedule breakdown.
If you're gonna say gimmick segments, you gotta give me a second.
The sad thing is, I was gonna try to do that, and I was like. There it is. Do you have the recording of me doing it? That's the question. Is like, if you were really Johnny on the spot.
Oh, this one?
No, that's the $1 Million Man. No. When I
this one?
You don't get to join the off train. You're off, bro. You're off.
Oh my gosh,
brother.
Just so good, so good. So do we have any new DKC news and notes? I know we've been dropping the Kool-Aid packets. Are we continuing those all summer leading into mini camp and training camp and regular season? What are your thoughts there, man? I think the people deserve to know what the host of the show has in mind for the DKC.
Now, when you say we, you pretty much mean me? Dropping the Kool-Aid packs, doing the work, putting out the Chops. I mean, we got so many things we could do, but I mean, I just roll with the punches. I like doing the Kool-Aid packets as time permits. The people know stuff comes up, things come up. I think my hit rate's about 95+% about getting shows out. Yeah, over the last little bit, I leave in the 3, 2, 1 at the beginning, or I miss a little thing here or there. But the editing's on point. We put out 3 shows a week. Everybody else puts out 1. Act like their life's over because they had to talk about football for less than an hour. I'm gonna keep doing it up for the most part. The dollars make sense would be good. One thing I did one year was actually, which I don't know I have time for, but pulling up the short version of the games from last year, getting another look at them and seeing a refreshed look, because some of those games happened nearly a year ago. I'd almost like to get a feel for how that season went, how we won so many football games and did well. So maybe I'll do some look back, some rewinds. But Chops, I have an exclusive here. You know that we're not the best at promoing, or sometimes we put stuff out there and then we don't do it, or we have the best intentions but we just don't have time. I do have an exclusive here that I haven't even told you offline that I might as well throw out here for the people.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. It sounds like breaking news for the co-host of the show and the people. So inquiring minds want to know. Okri, tell us.
I have it on good authority, after speaking with the gentleman, that Logan Lamorandier had so much fun and enjoyed doing the show and is repping our show that he has offered, if we want to make it happen and if we all can make it happen, monthly appearances. So
that's awesome. Oh my! Wait a second. You know what? I bet you. I think. You know what? I just thought of this. It was probably the promo that we dropped at the end of the show last week that just locked Logan in, brother, for life.
He just not only enjoyed it, but it's he wants to talk ball as well. So I just reached out to him and I was kind of like, would you like to come out quarterly, multi-week, every couple times a year? And he was like, I could probably swing monthly if you guys want to make it happen. So we'll have to look at our schedule and see if we can every 4 to 6 weeks, get Logan Lamorandier on, talk whatever's going on with the team. That'll give him a platform to talk more ball. So that's kind of the plan. I was really happy he said that, and I was like, we will probably make that happen, because we not only love talking to him, but he brings a lot to the table. And if it helps him talk some Lions as well as get away from his twins and kids and family and work for a bit, I'm all for that. So we got that.
No, that is breaking news, people. That is Lions related. DKC, Kool-Aid drinking, packet slamming news for the people. That's awesome. I love, you know how much I love Logan. It's just a great time. You know, and I think it's exciting to get a third opinion here too, because he's kind of the tiebreaker, right? Like, you know, we always ask the people to kind of break the tie when we don't agree, because, you know, a lot of times we don't agree, but now we can put Logan on the spot and ask him who he's going to agree with. Is he going to ride the line and stay right down the fence and not take a side? Choppy versus Okie versus Logany. I don't know. It's going to be fun, though. Let's find out.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. It's going to be, well, Okie had some good points, but man, Chops, I got to agree. Like, you know, you both are kind of right. I think that's how it's gonna go, but that's why we love the guy. And I actually have exclusive audio kind of to end the show, that even we have reaction from one of our longtime listeners, pretty much a legend on the show, of what he thinks about that news. I'm sure you want to hear it.
Can't wait to hear.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Frank Ribble is absolutely fired up. So
the Ribble quad row. It's been a long time.
Chop.
Maybe we should try to find, if we could get 4 people, if we could get the quad show, get Ribble and Logan on the same show with you. It'd be pandemonium with you and me on the mic.
I don't even know, like, Frank Ribble's such a enigma / legend that he, like, comes out of the woodwork, and then you get tweets, he's on fantasy drafts, and then he just disappears for like a year and a half. You don't hear from him, you don't know if he's still out there somewhere, and then he just reappears. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Ribble. Hopefully you're good, Ribble. You drive me nuts, but you're funny as well, so show back up on the Twitterverse before we have to send out a SWAT team for you. Hey, Chop.
It's so funny. Hang on, before you move on, because like I feel like he changes his Twitter handle. Because like he goes dark for like 6 months, and then he changes his Twitter handle and comes at you, and you're like, who is this?
Right.
And I look closer, I'm like, oh, it's Ribble. He's back from the dead. He's the Undertaker. And now he's like giving me a kudos, or he's talking about this. Hey, I really like that nickname there, Choppy. Way to go. I'm like, Ribble? You're alive?
He even shows up on, like, out of nowhere on YouTube. Like, again, we don't even barely put it out, or it's not even recognized by YouTube yet. Ribble listens, and out of nowhere he'll just start commenting on shows randomly. He's back from the abyss. But Chop, I want to do this, man. We're at about our normal mark here. I think we've entertained. We've talked about the hot topics. We'll do the schedule, boola boola. We'll do the getting you guys hype like we always do. But, Chops, you got a take? You got something funny to say? You got a hype session to get us out of here? Or do you want me to do the regular? What do you think?
Oh, my gosh. You know, I don't have like a big, huge hype session. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see some football, man. Like, I'm ready for some real, actual football. It feels like I'm going through withdrawal. We haven't seen our Lions play in like 4 months now. And I'm kind of, you know, of course we love the draft, but like I'm starting to get a little twitchy here. Like I'm ready to see some guys like beating each other up, you know, bodies hitting bodies, and, you know, see my boy Jared Goff out on the field. You know, maybe we can get a little reporting for eligible Dan Skipper action going, but man, I'm excited for Lions football. I'm pumped to see where these rookies are going to fit in. I still think that Brad, always open for business, Holmes, has a trick or two up his sleeves. He's not done yet, folks. He isn't going to sit on $42 million in cap space. He's going to do something. So I just can't wait for that other shoe to drop. And before you know it, it's going to be preseason. It's going to be Hall of Fame game. And we're going to be rooting on our Lions. You and I are probably going to be hitting a game probably very early, maybe the season opener. Maybe we're going to hit Ford Field, do a tailgate, hand out Kool-Aid, scream at little kids and old ladies, tell them how their team sucks if they're wearing an opposing jersey, and tell them how our Lions are going all the way to the Super Bowl.
That's all we need. That's what I thought I'd get. Chop showed up. He's got no voice. Still came through. We did a show with no notes, no prep, no nothing. Served up Kool-Aid, double-sided cornbread, entertained, took some shots at some people, had some takes, had some opinions. Everybody, that's what we got. And we'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. We're out.
Ahmad Hassanan.
Pack the Drink it in, man.